Hi, everyone. Welcome to Does It Cats for Me Wellness Chats. As we start our first episode in our series, which is called Achieving Overall Wellness Through Spirituality, we have the fantastic and lovely Adrian from Red Lentil Healing with us tonight. So I hope that everyone welcomes her with love, and I can't wait to get started. I just really want to quickly say, this is a huge deal for me to start a series on my channel, which I never thought I would ever have a YouTube channel. I thank everyone, the readers, the people in the chats. This community is phenomenal. And as I always say, you're never alone. Spend 1 week in the chats and you will know how much support is out there and how much love and compassion this community holds within its heart. And it's just a wonderful feeling to be accepted and to feel loved. So
and welcome to the community. It's about time you started your channel. So yay!
Thank you. So thank you, Adrian. So let's say hi to a couple of folks that we see here. I see Sharon Sipe and Sherry H. and Sherry Kirk and Ron Unconditional Love.
Hello, Ron. Hi, Cher. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Janet.
Yep.
How y'all doing tonight?
Hi, Flowing. Oh, you guys, honestly, you're going to make me cry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I always encourage people, like, it seems daunting. And because I talk to so many people who are, watching in the chat and they're like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, just do it. And they're like, yeah, but I don't know. And there are two people in particular that I put them in the hot seat. I was like, you've been talking for a year about starting a YouTube channel. I said, okay, cool. Watch this. And so I was like, and then the next time I was live, I was like, and we'll be having so-and-so on my channel next week. And they're like texting me, blowing my phone up. They're like, I hate you. Oh my God, I wasn't ready. I was like, crap, or get off the pot.
I love it.
What you'll realize is that this is a very welcoming community. You'll realize that what you think you flubbed up or messed up or whatever, nobody catches it. Nobody's going to care. They're going to actually love you even more because you're being so authentically you. So anybody who wants to start their channel, do it. And I'm so proud of you, Kelly, for starting your channel. And I'm just so great because you've got such an amazing story. And, watching you on Allie, I was just so overwhelmed and verklempt by just everything that you shared. And that's why I was like, start your channel now. Do it now.
Yeah. I appreciate that so much, Adrian. As I said to you privately, and I will say it out loud for everyone to hear. I'm not quite sure how I found you. I think it was through Johnny Tiro's Apprentice, and I watched one of your shows, and then you went on to Allie's show, and then I came back over to your show. And I've kind of ping ponged back and forth. And I caught one of the sound baths. I think that's what you call it, the sound bath healing that you did with Tony from Shining Hawk. Okay, good, got that right. Was amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. I was floored. Right. Because honestly, I've never heard or ever seen anything like that before. And it was just like, it gave me goosebumps.
That's awesome.
And I've been a fan ever since. And, you have an incredible sense of humor and
I try, because
life about that, right?
Life is, I'm very blessed in that my mom's side of the family, not that my dad's side of the family isn't funny, but my mom's side of the family is like, they are actual comedians. Like my uncle was a stand-up comedian for 30 years and how they look at things is very unique and very different. And they see humor in everything because life 100%. Can really suck sometimes.
It can. Adulting is no fun.
And you have to, and there will be like really serious situations, and I'm sitting there and I'm dealing with serious situation, but I've got a smirk, and they're like, it's not funny. I said, no, but when dude said so and so, that was hilarious. And they're like, how did you even think to laugh? Like, I didn't know. Like, because you got to realize that even in the worst, there can be something to laugh about, something to smile about.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say, you've got a couple people saying you need a moderator.
Yeah.
If you
right now, I have my husband moderating. Everybody say hi to CCFBG Garage. That's my husband.
I was like, we've got a moderator, and then you feel free to add me if you need me to be a moderator.
Yeah. Before I'm gonna try and figure out how to do that. I just want to say hello, and then we're gonna get started because we've been chatting away here for a few minutes, and I don't want to keep Adrian. She's just come home from working all day, and I'm sure that you haven't had your dinner yet.
I haven't, but I'm good. I ate a little snack.
There you go. Well, at least you've had something. So I want to say hi to JR, to Jalicia, to Jay Herc213. Who else is in here that I've missed?
I think JR.
Yeah, I think I said hi to JR. I mean, I'm so grateful that you all showed up. Thank you so very much.
Because we're happy and proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about chakras tonight. I have actually been told that I need to have my chakras aligned. So this is informative for me as it is for everyone else. But what we're going to do just to get started is kind of break the ice a little bit. Don't panic. I'm just going to ask a few fun questions to break the ice.
Okay.
Hi, Anna Banana.
Hi, Anna Banana.
Okay. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Brace yourself. Okay. If you could time travel to any year, what year would you choose?
I would.
Feel free in the chat to post up. I'm curious to see what you all think.
I would time travel actually to the year and day I was born to see the look on my parents' face when I came out a girl and they wanted a boy.
That's an amazing answer. That is an amazing answer.
Oh, okay. Well, we got another girl. And this is the last one we're having. Oh, well, it's just because I know because they had told my parents I was going to be a boy. And so
really,
I just can't imagine the shock on their face when they were like, that didn't go the way we thought. So much so that they gave me, I'm named after all men because they're like, if we couldn't get our boy, we're going to name her after men. So it was just really, so I just, that time and space just to look at their faces went.
That's awesome. I love that answer. See, now I was born in a time when they didn't have those tools available to the parents. So
apparently they weren't very good when I was born because I don't know how you think it's a boy and there's nothing there, but whatever. Whatever.
That's a question for another day. All right. Question number 2. Fashion trend you wish they'd bring back.
Okay. I am liking that high-waisted jeans are back because as a woman who has fupa, I I hate it because during my adolescence and early college years, the low-rise jeans were really popular. And I was like, and even then when I was like this big, I was like, this is just not forgiving and your butt crack's always showing. And so the high-waisted jeans are back now. And I'm like, can this please stay for a while? Because I just like I'm the person who pulls their underwear up to underneath their boobs. So I'm just like, I'm glad that it's back and I want it to stay. Please let it stay, y'all.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do well with, I remember going in a couple years ago and trying to buy a pair of, I don't even know what they're called. The like skinny ankle jeans or whatever, because the young 20 plus girls at work told me my pants like everything I wore was too big. so I went and got myself a pair of those, and it was like the zipper was like this big. I was like, I feel it. No,
I can't do that. It's not for me. No, high-waisted jeans.
We're on the same page, girl.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Okay.
Would you say that you are organized?
Mm-hmm.
Disorganized,
okay,
or organized chaos type of person?
I feel that I am disorganized. However,
you were so honest too.
I do have obsessive compulsive disorder. It is a trauma response. And so people tell me, they're like, you're anal retentive, you're so incredibly organized. And I'm like, really? Because in my mind, it's chaos. Like there's just crap everywhere. But so I feel disorganized. Everybody says I'm extremely organized.
Yeah. See, I'm organized too. I'm not, I don't think that I'm OCD about it. My husband might say something to the chat to disagree with me.
You're like, she is.
Right. But I think this part I know from having anxiety panic disorder. If there's too much clutter around, or if there's too much stuff, I can start to get a little overwhelmed, or sort of sometimes feel like the walls might be closing in. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with why you feel like you're disorganized when you're not. But you're more like everything has to be in its place. Is that correct?
I mean, okay.
Here we are psychoanalyzing Adrian today. Welcome to the new series.
I feel disorganized. However, when I move, and I don't care if I move down a street, I have an Excel document that has tabs to help with the move. So I have one with moving expenses there's pivot tables, like actuals versus adjusts. There is a there is a tab on that for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, like in every level of detail, and it's color coded, and I have it set up to auto populate. And I am like, that is how, like, I put in my calendar, time doing your chat with Dozen Cats for me, because I have to project manage my life. To some people, it's obsessive compulsive, but to me, I know if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. And that's why I feel disorganized. Yeah.
Everybody say hi to my husband. He's our moderator in charge tonight, because I couldn't figure out how to get any moderators on the screen. So we were working behind the scenes. Okay. Next question. Favorite part in the tarot deck?
I don't.
Okay. That's it. No one's told me that yet. So,
because I think all of them serve a purpose. It's the story, because I can't say that I like the Star or the, 10 of Cups, because depending on where it is in the spread, it can mean something completely different. It can actually mean something that's not positive.
Good answer.
Whatever. So I don't have a favorite card.
Yeah. Good answer. Mine is the Strength card. And that's because I'm a Leo. So in the deck that I have, it's a lion. So it speaks to me. Okay. Last question.
Okay.
Where's your happy place?
In my bed with some tacos.
Nothing wrong with that, girl. Preach it. Nothing wrong with that.
My happy place is wherever I deem it to be at that moment. There have been times where I have had a very cathartic cry at work hiding in the bathroom stall. And at that time, that was my happy place. So I can't say that I particularly have one other than my bed with a box of tacos, which you probably shouldn't eat a box of tacos in bed. Don't judge me, but that's how my life rolls.
I love it though. I mean, that's an honest answer. My happy place is outside, anytime, anywhere. Again, it's not uncommon, and my husband can attest to this, to see me with my big old parka and my winter boots on, just standing on the front porch at like 2:00 in the morning, just like, just breathing it in. I love fresh air. So
I can't do that, because I absolutely detest summer. I hate being hot. I seem to constantly live in areas that have really extreme summers, whether it's either heat or humidity or both. And so I'm like, I can't say like outside is my happy place, because I'm like, I would be a hypocrite, because the moment it's spring and summer, I'm like, bump outside. I hate this.
Yeah. Well, I'm a woman of a particular age, so I don't really enjoy the warm temperatures anymore myself. Just saying.
Nope. They can keep that.
All right. Is everyone having fun? Are we enjoying this so far? Thank you to everyone who's joined us. I'm so grateful that you're all here. Thank you so much.
I see
And
Cardamancy joined. Hi, Cardamancy.
yeah, I
Brought
appreciate you guys showing Adrian some love.
Showing you some love.
Well, and you.
There you go.
This way. I don't know which way it goes.
So how you do it is whatever hand is closest to the person you're trying to point to. So if you there
the wrong way.
So I'm like,
I need like those stickers, like left and right. That's what I need. Okay. So Adrian, could you kindly tell us about your spiritual journey?
Absolutely. I don't even feel like I had a journey. I don't feel like it's a journey itself, but clearly it is. It's multi-phased in the sense of that I probably, in hindsight, because everything is always at hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. Right. And so I probably should have known. I kind of blame my family for this. It should have been obvious when I was little, because who talks like, and it wasn't just like imaginary friends. Like I would see people coming in and out and would hold full conversations with them, and my family just thought I was nuts. Right. No, in hindsight, I probably just was seeing and talking to dead people, just didn't realize it.
Right.
Years of just knowing when things, and I can tell you the big impact is when I was around the age of 13, I had a great aunt, my grandmother's sister died. And I had never met her, but it was incredibly impactful to me. And I remember standing over her casket, looking at her and just feeling this deep connection. And then I remember coming home, and all of a sudden I knew when things were going to happen. And I could just, it was this really intense feeling. And then just getting stronger and stronger as I got older. And then in my 20s, just dealing with, I didn't cope with that well, because I would know when people were going to die and there's nothing I could do. And I felt guilty because I thought maybe I was manifesting something. And it wasn't. And I remember having some years and years of just stomach issues. And I had a coworker who I ended up becoming friends with, and she is a healer. And her name is Jody. And Jody said, Adrian, because I was getting ready to have a biopsy and a colonoscopy. And it was going to be pretty invasive, not fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And so she's like, hey, do you mind? I'm going for like another level of my training. Do you mind if I do a session on you, distant session on you the day before to kind of help? And I was like, I knew nothing about energy healing or work. I was like, sure, whatever. I don't care. Not knowing what I was getting myself into.
Right.
She did the session, and, sitting on my bathroom floor because you got to drink the magnesium caltrate and whatever that is. So I'm just like in between sessions on the toilet, like, oh, dear God. And she did the session and she goes, I have something to tell you. I'm like, well, okay, what? She goes, you are incredibly intuitive, but you don't know what to do with it. And I was like, how did she know that? That's kind of creepy. And she's like, you've really been struggling for years. Your third eye is so crazy. And she explained the chakras to me, which were Greek, honestly. I was like, whatever. And she goes, and honestly, your solar plexus chakra, which is your gut, your house of action, fire. She's like, that's also, she's like, that's extremely disturbed, which is why you're having stomach problems. She's like, there is no cancer. Your stomach's fine. It is your solar plexus chakra.
That's incredible.
And she's like, and here's the thing. She's like, both of those are going to be disturbed until you embrace your powers. I was like, what? And she's like, and she said, whenever you're ready, I'm here. I'm like, whatever, heifer. So we go through, biopsy comes back negative. I'm totally fine. And what was funny was that for 7 months, I had no stomach problems. And we were talking, I was like on strong medication, violently ill, and to have nothing. I was like, that's interesting. And then
that's amazing.
Flash forward like a year later, because I still wasn't ready. I was at a game and I predicted something horrible happening, and it happened, and I just couldn't handle it. It was really hard. And finally I said, I have got to get on top of this because it's on top of me. And I never forget, I texted her and I said, hey, what were those sea things you're talking about? And she said, they're chakras, idiot. Are you ready now to do what you know? It's like,
that's incredible.
And that was in my early 20s, and my life is
we are so grateful to Jody for pulling you aside and convincing you to let her do some work on you
and working on myself, because it helped me in essence be the person that I am. It helped. And I knew that I had started fulfilling the contract. A lot of the other things kind of, not say subsided, but they were better and I could deal with it better. I could get on top of this. And I started feeling like I actually was living life instead of just being this unwilling participant.
Right.
In
That's
it.
that sort of encompasses how I felt for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
So now I'm a willing participant, so that's fantastic. Just quickly before we get to the next question, I just want to say hi to everyone who has joined us since the last time I said hi to everyone who's joined us. I see that Andrea Galvin is here. Andrea, I adore you. That woman is, she puts the most profound things in the chat. It's like she has a way of almost saying what I'm feeling, and I don't know how to articulate it that well. She's wonderful. And I see that Flora is here, and I see that Sheila Inquisitive Tarot is here, and Bronx Sage is here. And I'm sure that I've missed a bunch of people. Cartomancy Mesquite. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining and showing us some love. I really, 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 truly appreciate it. Okay, second question, and then we'll get on with the chakras. Adrian, what do you think is key to achieving overall wellness? And I realize that might seem like a kind of a deep question, but
no, it's not, because my answer is very superficial. My dad taught me many, many, many years ago. My dad is also, I'm going to come back to this full circle.
Okay.
So I said I blamed my family for seeing that I was talking to things and not putting, and just calling me crazy, not putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Come to find out, there are psychic mediums on both sides of my family.
Wow.
And it's very deep. My sisters, one of my sisters is so clairvoyant, it scares me, because she will describe it is crazy. My father is and it scares me when my dad does it, because he'll call me, and his accuracy, you've got 2 weeks from when he said something's going to happen, it's going to happen. So, so I have a lot of love and respect for my father. Hi, Donald Richard. So my dad gave me this theory many years ago, and it's true. And he said, he who has mastered life is the one who has mastered balance. And I think that is the key for wellness, because your life is a yin and yang. Yeah. But how, as a Libra, how do I get the scales so they're not like this, or it's not like this? How can I get them closer to even? It's not all work and no play. And it's not all play all the time with no work. How do you find the balance? And to me, wellness is that when you can find that balance.
Right.
And maintain that balance and not compromise yourself.
100%. I've personally struggled finding my balance, and I mean, I don't know that I ever will again, or that I ever will not. But I think the most amazing thing that's happened in the last year is that A, I believe that I can. B, I believe that I have the power to maintain a balance that is more beneficial to myself and to the lifestyle that I want to have moving forward. And that's been a long time coming. So the fact that I even think that way and am looking forward is that's exciting.
Yeah, you're getting closer. It's I don't think I ever will, because I'm a Libra, and this is not how we operate. We're either one extreme or the other. We can, and it's so rude because we demand balance from everybody else, but we are the most unstable.
My father was a Libra, so I get it.
There's no.
I'm a Leo, and I'm like I'm sort of what my grandmother would call a fart in a mitt. I'm kind of like bouncing all over the place, like or I could not be. I mean, it's sort of one or the other.
But even in my Libra-ness, I hear my dad's words in the back of my head all the time. So I'm like, okay, even if it's just for 10 minutes, where can I find that balance?
Yeah.
Where can I not be one extreme or the other? And so that's it to me.
But I think it's amazing that you that you're aware
Mhm.
that you have that
Mhm.
ability to be able to say, where's my balance?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that you have the strength to bring it to you.
If you say so.
And
To me, it's just accountability.
I mean, here's the thing. To me,
Mhm.
it's strength because you are aware of it, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
Right.
To me, it's just called accountability. And I've got to be personally accountable for what I want, what I bring in, what I don't, etc. So it's just holding myself accountable.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I feel like I could sit here and marinate with what you just said for about an hour and a half, but I don't think people want to watch me marinate.
I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to say it again. The key to life, here's your trick. He who has mastered life is the one who has mastered balance. That's it. And it's just that simple.
Yeah. Andrea says, I find looking holistically, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. If one aspect is off, I can address balance from my stronger aspect on a given day. Do you see what I mean, people? I mean, the woman is amazing. I love the way that she should write a book. Andrea, you should write a book. You could do like one of those inspirational kind of calendars, where you have like a page every day. Love it.
And self-publish, and then we'll all have you on our channels and interview you.
Right? 100%. Okay. Adrian, you have the floor, my dear.
So apparently, I'm going to try to explain chakras. One of the things that I think, one of my goals in life and why I started doing the work to becoming an energy healer. I'm a certified shamanic teacher, shamanic coach, sound healing. I am also a Reiki master teacher. A whole bunch of my brain just stopped. I hate it when that happens. I'm going to blame old age. I'm a counselor trained in cognitive behavioral therapy. And I think that one of the things is when you start having all these labels and acronyms, the moment somebody hears holistic or chakras, whatever, they're like, oh my God, I can't do it. That's too much. And I'm like, no, my goal is to demystify the energy healing process, to demystify the fact that Johnny from Taylor's Apprentice cracks me up every time he says this. He's like, Adrian, until the moment I heard chakra or healing or shaman, I thought about you had to have some kind of hippy dippy name, be barefoot in a tree. So I was like, oh no, sweetie, I'm the most superficial woman I know. Are you kidding me? Have you seen my closet? I like things. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we've got the duality. We can be multiple things. And I said the way to help people realize that you can is to make the chakra system easier to understand. So we have an energetic body that lives within our physical body. I think our physical body is just a decaying organic mass. The moment we're born, it starts to die the moment we're into this earth. The thing that does not die is our spirit. Our spirit is, when you think about it, our chakras. So it is the 7. Really, technically, there's 9. Some people say there's 13, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to focus on the 7. That is our energetic body, our chakra system. The belief in the chakra system goes back to like 1801,000 BC. So this is as old as time.
Eastern. How I feel today. No, I'm kidding.
You should have heard me when I went to sit down in the chair. It was like crack, crack, pop. I was like, yep, I'm showing myself. Your energetic body correlates with your physical body. And because if one thing in your energetic body is off, you will have physical ramifications. And that's what people don't realize. I started the story by saying, my friend Jody said, my solar plexus chakra had issues. I was having stomach problems. Once we worked on that and I started working on the spiritual aspect, the stomach problems pretty much went away. See how that works, right?
Yes.
Intertwined or interconnected. So I have a cheat sheet. I use this sometimes because I have been doing this for like forever and I still can't always remember the Sanskrit names, which is hilarious because I know Sanskrit like back of my hand. I just will forget what Ram, Bam, Lam, and all that means. So I'm going to use this as my cheat sheet and I'm going to walk everybody through the chakra system. I'm going to do a crash course. So I always say like chakras in 3 minutes. That we don't have to buy a book and try to read up on it because you'll just be overwhelmed. Because what I'm hoping is after these few minutes, you will know enough to where now you can go pick up a book and start reading on it, because you will now have a frame of reference. So we're going to start with the bottom. This is our root chakra. It is at the base of our spine. I call it at your sacrum. Base of your spine goes all the way down to the bottom of your feet, out from your feet, down to Mama Earth. Some people call it the base chakra. This is called the Muladhara. The root chakra, it is the color red. Your root chakra starts developing from conception till you're about 2 or 3 years old. Some people say 18 months, just depending on what methodology you follow. Your root chakra, color red. There are 4 things you need to remember that are intertwined with your root chakra. Security. So how secure do you feel? Financials and abundance. How abundant do I feel? Do I feel like I have enough money to do whatever I need to do? Your family is one of them. So, and it doesn't always have to be your birth family. It can be your tribe, tribalism. Who is your connected family? And then also just grounding your connection to this earth. I also call the root chakra the me chakra. How do I feel? Do I feel secure? Do I feel safe? Do I have the abundance that I need? Does my family support me? How do I fit in my family? That is all the root chakra. Physical ailments that come from the root chakra. A lot of people have lower back, hip problems. That's connected to the root chakra. I will never forget. It was before I moved to DC. It was like for 2 or 3 months, or no, sorry, 2 or 3 weeks. My legs were killing me. Like I could not figure why my legs hurt so badly. I went to a chiropractor, went to the doctor. I'm like, what is this? And I was doing a Reiki session on somebody and it clicked. And I went, oh my God, I know why my legs hurt. I've been so stressed about, do I have enough money to do this move, that it has manifested itself in that I don't feel my legs and my legs hurt. And the moment I was aware of it, it started getting better. That is a real life story of how things, the physical impact of one of your chakras being misaligned. Okay. Root chakra, family, finance, security, you. How do you fit into this world? Color red, like my nails. Pretty easy. Right. Then we're going to move up to this beautiful orange color. This is your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is located underneath your navel. I also call it the private parts chakra because it is the color orange. Vom. It is where we tie our pleasure. So not necessarily just sexual pleasure, but also just where do we find joy? Also, our emotions are in our sacral chakra area. So do I own my emotions? This is the I feel chakra. I feel a certain kind of way. There's so many. Creativity is in your sacral chakra. Reproduction, not necessarily reproducing children. Reproducing children is not a phrase. Producing children and reproduction, but also creation of things. So again, that not just creativity, but also creating and breeding things. I tell people who are more left brain, I'm an accountant. I can't create. And I'm like, do you do an Excel spreadsheet? They're like, yeah, of course. I said, you created something.
Then you created, yeah. 100%.
You are just as creative as Picasso.
Yeah.
Stop that. So that is your sacral chakra. Things that happen when your sacral chakra is out of line. You can develop reproductive issues. So testicular cancer, ovarian cancer is some things that show up in your sacral chakra. I have worked with a lot of particularly LGBTQ youth who have developed, don't have the most supportive family in dealing with their being on the LGBTQ spectrum. And some of that has manifested in actually having issues there, right? So just
very interested in the chakras.
So those are just some of the ways that things can manifest in your sacral chakra. My favorite actually, this is kind of my favorite chakra. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a favorite tarot card, but I have a favorite chakra. It is the solar plexus chakra, this yellow color, Ram. Your solar plexus chakra is your stomach. Your solar plexus chakra has one thing, which is probably why I love it the most, because it's the easiest to get people to remember. Your solar plexus chakra is your house of fire, your house of action. That is why it's yellow. When you think of action, am I accountable? Do I have self-respect? Do I do things that I say I'm going to do? Do I follow up? It is also your house of intuition as well. When people say I have a gut feeling, that is your intuition talking. Do
Right.
you honor your intuition as well? Do I act on things that I feel are happening? That is all tied to your stomach in your solar plexus. This guy and your third eye are going to talk to each other often. When your solar plexus is off, third eye is going to be off. When your third eye is going to be off, your solar plexus is going to be off, because those are both the house of intuition. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, you can be like me and ignore your solar plexus chakra for like most of your life and end up having to, again, I almost said something very vile, having to lay on a table and get a colonoscopy and have things scraped out of you to biopsy. Or you can just trust your gut and live through that and have honoring your solar plexus chakra. That is real. I promise. A lot of clients I have that have stomach issues, I can already tell. I'm like, solar plexus. A lot of people who have narcissistic partners or parents, they also have issues with their solar plexus chakra because they're not able to act on things.
Interesting.
So that's something else that can play out too.
Sorry, can I just want to, just before you say, CCFBG Garage in the chat, you guys, is my husband. He's the moderator for the chat because I couldn't figure out how to get moderators happening. So I think we're safe in his capable hands. Everyone say hi. He's in there lurking around.
Fantastic.
Sorry, go ahead, Adrian.
No, you're good. Moving up to your chest area is your heart chakra. Yum, the color green. Heart chakra is another. If I had to like stack rank my favorites, it would be solar plexus and the next is the heart, because your heart is also very simple. It is your ability to give love without expectation and your ability to receive love without guilt. That's your heart chakra. It's pretty simple. There are so many ailments and issues though that if you are not aware of your heart chakra, that it can manifest. Breast cancer, lung issues are all things that are tied to the heart chakra. What are some other things that can cause a deficiency in your heart chakra? Grief is one. Broken heart. Grief is basically a broken heart that can be trapped in the heart chakra. Your inability to forgive, because that's grief. That causes inabilities for your heart chakra to balance. This is one of these things that you need of all the chakras. The heart chakra is so important to keep open, to keep flowing, because so much can get trapped and there's so much physiological issues that can happen. I mean, heart disease is something that happens with an imbalanced heart chakra. So while I'm explaining all of this to you guys, I'm explaining symptoms to look for that are physiological, things that cause it to have a deficiency in your heart chakra. And then also when you hear these key words, grief, sadness, not trusting my gut instincts, when you start hearing these for all of your chakras, and you can start to be aware, forearmed is forewarned. So then I can go, oh, hey, I'm having a lot of stomach problems. It's been persistent. Is it my diet, or am I just not honoring myself? Am I not taking action like I should? So
I love the way that you're doing that, because, I have to be honest, and I don't know that anyone else in the chat would be different or not than I am, but a lot of this information is very new to me, and it's a lot to absorb. And I honestly wouldn't, you say, okay, your heart chakra and this, that, and the other. I don't know that I necessarily would even think that my broken heart would lead to my heart chakra being out of alignment or needing to be worked on or looked at or tweaked up or whatever terminology you want. Oh, now we're having a circus happening here, folks. Sorry.
I saw a cat jump.
So I have Quincy. I have 3 cats. So Quincy and Charlotte are both in here, and they're kind of jumping all around. So
cute.
That's the circus that's happening behind me. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I appreciate you giving that extra bit of information. That's very helpful.
Because again, we have to demystify it. I don't want people to think, and I think part of the reason why I wasn't ready to deal with it when my friend said to, was because I was like, those chakra things, that sounds intimidating. And how she just broke it down to dumb people terms, I would have been like, oh, That makes perfect sense. And
Yeah.
so
So you got like the Cole's notes for chakras. I love it.
Like, got to give somebody the Cliff's notes, because once it becomes attainable and you can understand it, you're so much more aware, and you'll start to take care of it and help yourself heal. So we did the heart chakra. Again, ability to give and receive love without feeling guilty, without expectation. Narcissists also have issues with their heart chakra because they cannot give without expectation. So something to keep in mind.
Yes.
Moving up to our throat chakra. Everybody thinks your throat chakra is just here. No, it is this whole area underneath your nose, through your mouth and your ears, because it's your ability to speak and hear divine truth. This blue color word hum, okay? Speaking and listening to divine truth. People who don't, I have best story ever. I have a client who really struggles with her throat chakra. She has a hard time because she had abuse as a child, cannot speak up for herself. And I will never forget, I have tuning forks. I was doing the tuning fork over her throat chakra, and she literally was jumping off the table. And she didn't realize she was doing it. And I was like, oh God, am I exercising a demon out of this woman? Like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Just to show how cut off and blocked her throat chakra was.
Yeah.
Things that you can do to help heal your throat chakra. Be careful the story you tell you about you. Be careful the story you tell about others to you and to other people. Because this throat chakra is, if you're telling a lie, your throat chakra is going to be off. Your throat chakra also knows when you're telling a lie about yourself too. These, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I can't. Your throat chakra knows that's a lie because it knows that you're capable, and it's going to actually block and seize up. People have issues with their throat chakra, will have chronic indigestion, heartburn, because it gets stuck right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the
thyroid problems, sore throat issues, sinus drainage and dropping because it's the ears, it's blocked, it's coming down into the throat. Those are all symptoms of an imbalanced throat chakra. Things you can do. I have clients that are scared, how do I start exercising and talking? I can't say this to my dad. I said, okay, well, then what you can do is actually start singing. The whole point, sing your favorite song. The act is
it's really interesting
in releasing and using that throat chakra. Or maybe it's that you need to listen different. I have clients too that are they can't hear. It's very hard for them to hear certain things. I said, what you need to do is speak less and listen more.
Right. Yeah.
And
one of the I don't even know whether to call this a sign or a symptom, but so with the anxiety, sometimes my throat will close up, and it's not. There's like two kind of things that happen. So one is like when I'm starting to like I'm really feeling it. I'm starting to panic, but I'm not like in a panic attack.
Yeah.
So my throat will close up, and I'm I literally feel like I can't swallow.
Yeah.
And then when you move into the panic attack, your throat will literally close up, and you can't, and then there's times where, I've been out in public and I've panicked, meaning I'm starting to get really, really nervous, and I can't swallow, and then I've choked. So
I wonder how singing would work for you, because what it's going to do is there's a couple things. There's a physiological aspect to it where, especially when you're singing from the diaphragm, now you're getting your solar plexus involved. Actually getting breath in, because you can't sing when you don't have air in your lungs and you'll kind of suffocate and can't breathe. So it's going to force you to breathe.
Right.
It's also going to help regulate your heartbeat with your heart chakra.
Yeah.
It's going to open up those throat and actually help you vocalize.
Right.
It is just such a physiological impact where you're gonna feel it. It's not just the throat. It actually starts to activate multiple chakras. That may kind of help. Even if you just need to kind of hum and go, yeah, my baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR, like something that.
No, 100%. I'm going to try that.
Mentally diverge the panic attack that may be coming on.
Don't worry, I won't sing on here, but I will sing. I will definitely try that.
I don't care. My baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR.
Can I tell you guys a really, really funny quick story about Oscar Mayer and the baloney? Okay. So a long time ago, and my husband's in the chat, so he can confirm this. I'm not making this up. I used to work for a towing company, and somebody called in, and I thought it was a joke. I'm not going to even tell you that I believed it, but it ended up being true, that the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was going to an event and it couldn't fit underneath a bridge. So they called in so that we could, if we could tow it, because it had broken down, and the problem was that the truck that came to pick it up, it couldn't fit underneath the bridge, because the Oscar Mayer Mobile situation is not as small as we think. So that's my funny story about Oscar Mayer.
It's hilarious.
We all got stories. We all got stories.
What can I say? We're almost done. We've got 2 more chakras left.
All right, go for it.
But the chakra that everybody thinks they know, but they, mention all the time, is your third eye chakra, right between the eyebrows, right here. Simply put, your third eye chakra is your ability to receive and perceive information.
Yeah.
Okay. I can perceive information. I can receive it all day, every day. But if I can't perceive it and break it down and understand what it's talking about, it's not going to work. Okay. It is the color indigo. Okay. Some of the things that will have, it is tied to your pineal gland. When that gland becomes decalcified, your third eye chakra starts to shut down. What decalcifies it? Not sleeping well, not eating well. If you have hormonal issues, pituitary gland issues, that also impacts the pineal gland. So make sure detoxing when you can in a health and safe way, drinking lots of water, getting proper rest are all ways to keep that third eye chakra open, to keep that gland from calcifying. Also, too, listening to a lot of smut, bad TV, bad what you ingest too from what you listen to, who you surround yourself, can also calcify that gland. So again,
interesting.
Keep it open. When you're not perceiving or receiving information, you cannot act. We are evolution. We have learned to adapt based off of fight or flight mechanism. What is happening in my environment? Do I need to respond or react? How do I respond and react to it? When this is blocked, you cannot act. That's why these are so dependent upon each other. If I can't receive the information, I can't act on it. When I stop acting on the information that I get, this starts to shut down, because it's basically I'm sending a subconscious message of screw you, intuition. So why would I work if I'm not listening to you?
100%. Got it.
Okay. Last is your crown chakra, top of your head, purple color. I call this the we chakra. This is your connection to spirit. Your also connection to other human beings. Your root chakra is the me chakra. Your crown chakra is the we chakra, top of your head. Okay.
I love that.
That's why in certain cultures, it is very important when you see, particularly men and women, when you see the sheiks, when you see women in different cultures have their head covered, a lot of that is actually tied to the crown chakra, that belief of spirit coming in and talking to you, and how do you protect that connection to spirit. Okay. I've had people ask, when you're a psychic medium, does that mean your crown chakra is really heightened? I said, no, it means all of your chakras are really heightened, because in order to do that, you have to be the vessel where spirit can come in and commune with all of them. So don't think that one person has a higher crown chakra, then they're going to be like all this. No, it just means that at that particular moment, they're very connected. How often do you guys need to clean these guys? Do they stay clean forever? No, because it's a spiritual body, just like your physical body. I have to work on my chakras all the time. I can be doing, you can have where one's out of balance, all of them are out of balance, or several of them are out of balance. That's just how it works. So it is important to understand the symptoms between all of them, what they do and how they are, so you can be in tune. Because again, four-armed is four-horned. My stomach hurts. Solar plexus chakra may be off. I got a tickling in my throat, and I've been having a really hard time speaking up for myself. Throat chakra. I've got really bad headaches lately. That could be your crown chakra.
I'm so sorry, Adrian. Oh my gosh. Did you see what I just posted up? So yes. Misty said I have trouble hearing my spirit guides, and I don't know why. And this Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. Husband, really?
Too funny.
My God, my husband is a rock star. I love you.
Just turn up your
Honestly.
YouTube volume and you'll be able to hear your spirit guides. And actually, really, though, if you think of your chakras as the YouTube and how to adjust the volume, crank up the volume on your heart chakra, crank up the volume on your crown chakra, crank up the volume on your third eye chakra. You'll be able to hear them better.
Somebody said earlier in the chat that this was really informative and that they were going to have to bookmark this video. And I feel like I should have been taking notes, but I'm going to have to watch it back myself.
I feel like as much as I explain it, that was the crash course. And there's so much more you can dig into. I've got, and I can come back after the video post and I can put some books that I recommend that are very digestible, very easy to read, that will help you kind of, because there are essential oils. There are crystals. I saw some people recommending crystals in the chat that all kind of help you in your quest to balance your chakras. Those who've bought products from me know that a lot of the products I make, the oils and the scents that I put in them tie to particular chakras to help you balance. So you're getting not just, oh, this smells really good. It smells good. And it also, taking in that scent is going to help balance your chakra as well.
I recently bought amethyst and clear quartz and rose quartz.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've started my crystals.
Good for you. That's awesome. I saw a question in the chat too. If you don't mind me going back and finding.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was not the spirit guides. Your husband is.
I have this lovely little deck here. It's called Chakra Love.
So cute.
So they are just little mini cards, and I'll give you an example of one. So it'll have like the message on it, and then what chakra, and then what crystal they recommend.
It's awesome.
So cute little deck. So I go through it for myself and go, okay, well, like, what do I need to work on? What do I need to do? So books would be helpful.
Well, absolutely that. So yes, sexual deficiencies is part of the sacral chakra. So if you are not honoring your needs and wants, that way it can manifest into your sacral chakra. Absolutely. And think back to doing healing on when I was talking about LGBTQ youth who were not able to be themselves.
Right.
That manifesting and having some issues. And also too, somebody asked if you have a physiological, does that always relate to the chakras? Not necessarily. So one thing I want to tell people is that when my mom was fighting breast cancer, she had breast cancer. She could chakra herself all day, every day. It was not going to substitute the chemotherapy, the radiation, and everything she needed to do. Right. Now, can we say that her trauma may have helped develop and lead to the breast cancer? Yes. So what I want to say that energy healing is not going to, it is no substitution for the actual medicine. Because I'm sorry, I'm a thought-based person. So science all day, every day for me. But one of the things too that helped me become a healer is I would work on my mom. So I would do the Reiki with her going in and doing the chemo, and it helped. I have a lot of clients who are battling various diseases, and they say the Reiki, the shamanic healing, in addition to the medicinal treatments, it's a full package, and it helps them so much.
Wow, that's amazing. And how is your mother now?
She unfortunately passed away, and the sad part is that
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's been right around when you lost your parents. It's been almost 10 years. This March 2022 makes 10 years. And the sad part, she had beaten the cancer. It was a side effect from the cancer, from the radiation.
Right.
So
you know what? I've said this before in other chats. You know, if you're lucky enough to have your mom around, as Adrian and I are not, you know, give your mom a call, give her a hug if you're able to, with certain situations happening in the world.
Yeah.
If there's a mom in your neighborhood that can't be near her mom,
Yeah.
Give her a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea
brought up a good point too. I also used to volunteer to do, and I know people who actually work in hospitals and do Reiki as part of their treatment in hospitals, and you just walk around and you perform Reiki on people. Something else I want to bring up too is that I forgot what I was going to say. Woo! Old age. Okay, I'm not even old. What other questions do you?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions? Bring them on.
Show the deck again, please.
Oh yeah, it's a little chakra love deck. I got it off of Amazon. No big secret.
I'm going to, while somebody, oopsies, asks a question, I'm going to see if I can. Come on. You can do it, Coleman. No, that's not the one I want. Okay. I mean, I could do that one, but that one's too difficult. I don't want to scare people. Okay, so there's a couple. There's a book I have read multiple times. I'm about to put it in the chat. It's about chakras in food. There's certain food items you can eat that will also help balance. So think of, eating peppers that are red, aligning with your root chakra, things like that. I eating lots of I eat lots of green apples, helps with the heart chakra. Lots of green vegetables help with heart chakra. So just thinking of, when you think of food and chakras, lots of eggplant will help with your third eye chakra. This is going to bother me. Here we go. Okay. Here's the book. I never stand up on live streams. That's just to tell you how important it is for me to get this book. Chakra Balance is a really good book because you see it's not very thick. It's easy to digest. It will give you yoga poses. It will give you essential oils, and it will break down the chakra system almost as simplistically as I just did. And It's very, very affordable on Amazon. And I tell people this is a really good introductory book for understanding the chakra system. So I'm going to put the Amazon link.
Thank you so much. Hey, listen, at least we know you're not wearing your PJs. For whatever it's worth.
I had to actually look down. I'm like, am I wearing pants? So I can stand up really quickly.
I got fully dressed. I even got, I have new socks on today that I took out of the dryer before we got on. Don't ask me why, but I was like, my feet are so toasty right now. And my husband said to me, are you going to show your socks? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to show my socks. And he's like, well, then why are you? I'm like, I don't care. They're so sweet and warm. I love them. So I just put the link to the Chakra Balance book. It's actually on sale right now. Looks like it's only $10.99 or $10.29. So. All right, CCFPG Garage, get that on the list. And you can actually, I have met April several times, and I actually met her years after having this book. So I'm not necessarily pumping a friend. Right. She is as cool in person. I was like, awesome. You were like, oh, I'm going to fangirl. No, like I fangirled her. I was like, oh my God, I have your book. Yeah. She's really cool. So I highly recommend. Such a good book. Now, do you guys have any questions for Adrian before we finish up today? While you're thinking of questions, I just want to mention, you see I've got some banners going across the screen here. So next in our series is on December the 6th, which is Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I have Kathleen J. Lightworker, and she'll be talking about shadow work. She's going to be doing a shadow reading on me, and then we're going to play that after our little session. And then at 3:30 on December 6th Eastern time, I have the wonderful Sonia Ray Lee coming to talk to us. There's a great lineup of guests, so please stay tuned and show the series some love. If you have not yet gone over and subscribed to Adrian's channel, please do that. She is a wealth of information and always an enjoyable person to watch because she has a fantastic sense of humor And even her rants can be humorous at times.
And also, if anybody has any questions, if they want to book a session, if they want to buy products, just go to redlentilhealing.com, redlentilhealing.com. And I can help. Do I have a favorite link to sound bowls that help with the shot? So, okay, on a banana, are you talking about like a favorite? Do I have a favorite link to like a sound meditation, or do I have a favorite link to buy sound bowls? Because that's a loaded question, because I can answer both.
Apparently Quincy has one. He's meowing. He's trying to give you the sound.
And Charlie's Angel Tarot, what link do you want in the chat? Because I can try to help that. I can try to provide that as well. Link to purchase. Okay. Top Fund is where I have purchased a lot of quartz singing bowls. So those are like the quartz, like the crystal bowls. Top Fund, TOPFUND. You can buy them on Amazon. Just remember that when you buy crystal or quartz bowls, they're very fragile. I am a bowl snob though. So when I talk about Tibetan bowls, I have a supplier. I have bowls that are literally, I have a bowl that's 1,000 years old. I get a lot. If those of you who are familiar with Jody Roberts, Jody Roberts sells bowls. She has more of my money than I have of my money because I just love buying bowls. Her bowls are authentic. One of the things you need to keep in mind when you buy these bowls is they have soul. They have a life in them. And so when you buy some of the machine bowls, because there's bowls that are made by the machines, they're going to look to be authentic, but they actually aren't. Hold on one second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to Jody's website. Please go and reach out to her if you are interested in bowls and she can help. She is my supplier. Tell her that Adrian from Red Lentil Healing sent you and she can help you.
Awesome. Andrea, honestly, Andrea, I'm reading Andrea Galvin's name saying that says Kelly, and I'm trying to say Adrian. That's way too many words for me.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I was like, oh my goodness, she's doing her channel. I'm so proud of her. Wait, you want me to come on? Are you sure about that? So thank you for having me.
We are also grateful for you and for all the information that you bring, for all the healing that you give out to people. The energy that you give, you truly are an inspiring lady. So
thank you so much. And hold on 2 seconds.
Yep. No, I'm not clicking the off button. I just wanted to get that in. Adrian's going to come back and she's going to talk to us at the, closer to the end of the month. We're going to have her back and we're going to chat about something else, which I'm very excited about.
Anna, I was going to try to put the link to the Top Fund store in Amazon, but it is way too long for me to post in the chat because you only get 200 characters. It's like 8,000. But go to Top Fund, go look at their quartz singing bowls. And you can shop until you drop.
Love that. Shop till you drop.
And I hope you have a lot of space because they take up a lot of space.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anybody is interested in watching. I was talking about that at the top of the show. Adrian does this amazing sound bath. You have there's something on your community board, is there not, about an upcoming sound bath?
We did one. Tony from Shining Hawk Healing and I did a shamanic journey Monday night.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And I was playing the gongs and she was drumming and we did a journey. I have several sound baths on my YouTube channel. I have people who book private sessions just for sound baths because they're like, and they just have that like feeling when they're done. It's like, I got another one hooked. Yes. But
definitely you should go check one of those out on her channel. Honestly, they are amazing.
I love sound healing. It is just amazing. Very, very fortunate to be able to do it.
Yeah. I'm reading all the comments and sounds like everybody really enjoyed it. So again, Adrian, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank enough the people in the chat. I'm so grateful.
And thank you guys for showing up and supporting Kelly. Like, I'm again just so glad that you're doing your channel. Keep doing what you do. Keep telling your story, because you're helping so many people by being you. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Happy 1st of December.
Oh my God. Is it really?
Yeah.
Is today the 1st of December? So disrespectful.
Uh-oh. Someone's gonna have to do some work on Adrian because I just upset her.
I just didn't realize. I'm still thinking it's November 30th.
Well, you know what?
So rude.
I love everybody. I love you, Adrian. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. Happy December, and make sure that you come back on the 6th at 2 p.m. for Kathleen J. Lightworker, 3:30 p.m. for Sonia Rain Lee. And we have more guests coming up on the 7th, on the 8th, and so on and so forth.
Check her out. Come back.
Love everybody. Blessings. Oh, and don't everybody go to Sonia Ray Lee. She's live in 30 minutes with Wellness Wednesday.
Yes. Go check her out.
I just got my notification. All right, everybody. Blessings.
Bye, guys.
Bye.